हेलो गाइस, वेलकम बैक टू माय चैनल। और आज मैं आपको एक ओरिजिनल ट्रैक सुनाना चाह रहा हूँ एंड आई विल शो यू कि मैंने कैसे प्रोड्यूस किया एंड आई विल टॉक अबाउट सम vocal mixing or just how I mixed the whole track. So let's give it a listen and get into it.
तेरी बाहों में मुझे ही आज ये रात बितानी, रात मेरी तू चुरा ले, आंखें खुली तो सवेरा देख ना पाए, सोना जहां है तेरे बिन, बोले तो रात भी है दिन, जो तेरा कहना वो मेरी आरज़ू, तेरे बिन।
So let's stop right there. The second chorus also has lead.
तेरे बिन
and then there's the so तो मैं चालू करता हूँ बिल्कुल आइडिया से, कहाँ से स्टार्ट किया था. तो it obviously started with a sample, पर don't worry, it's not all sample. So I started off with this pad. Very nice pad. It was in B minor, so I made the whole track down two semitones and I started in A minor. फिर मैंने एक गिटार रिकॉर्ड की, guitar chords the same, so C, C, E, no, C, A, and G, I think. So these were the chords. So these this is our bass of the track. इसके बिना song नहीं. और बाकी let's go over the intro first. In the second half of the intro, there's a weird thing to do. I have 8 bars of intro, which is usually 4 bars, but it's a stylistic choice. So now we have the pad in the second half of the intro. Very subtle, it's very in the background, so you can't really notice it. And again, I go hard on those ambiances. So there's 3 ambiances that you might not be able to hear if you're not wearing headphones or studio monitors or you're in a crowded area or something. So there's rain, then we have walking in the park, birds and all, and then we have just a C texture. Yeah, just the note C in the background. ये space fill करता है और तुम्हें throughout the whole song it brings you to the same frequency. It's like you're one with the universe kind of thing. Okay. So for the vocals I have it's not really vocal, it's also an ambience, but It's made out of vocals. Okay, and then we have for the second of the intro we have this. So it's not edited, like nothing's changed in the vocal. It's just as is. So ये हमारे building blocks थे. So whenever we write a song, we mumble it first, and then we figure out what the lyrics were. And these were the mumble lyrics that she sang beforehand. So I just kept it in just to give them, just to give the listener a feel of how we made it. And without the chain I have set here, it sounds like. It's still good, but it's just not textured enough. So I like to add that. It's a lot of chorus. So for the verse, and then we have. Let's listen to the chorus first.
तेरी बाहों में मुझे ही आज ये रात बितानी तेरी बाहों में मुझे ही आज ये रात बितानी रात मेरी तू चुरा ले आंखें खुली तो सवेरा देख ना पाए.
All right, so let's start with the drums because I think all things are the same in the synth section except for the bass. I didn't really change. So for the drums we have. Kick, a snare, a kick and a clap, and we have some percussion, which is actually like really good. All right, and then we have the vocals. That's okay. It's time. Let's go over the vocal chain first now. So okay, yeah. So I'll take everything off.
तेरी बाहों में मुझे ही आज ये रात बितानी.
Really good. There's like, of course, I have to process it, right? So first I did was I did not. So I'm all for. मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ? I don't make a very specific EQ. I don't do that. I still do that a little bit, but not to the point where I used to do it before, because I feel like it gives you. I don't know what I was going to. So मुझे लगता है वो क्वालिटी वो फील नहीं रहती आपके वापस सॉन्ग में. So just about that. So I'll turn everything off. Then we go with some compression. Compression क्या करता है आपको? Basically जो louder parts हैं उससे वो नीचे ले आता है.
तेरी बाहों में मुझे.
Like you can see this volume spike here. No, okay. So जो भी एक्चुअली मिक्सिंग करता है तुम लोग सोच रहे होगे कि मैंने एक्चुअली गेन स्टेज क्यों नहीं किया. लाइक मैंने अलग अलग क्लिप की गेन स्टेजिंग क्यों नहीं की, बिकॉज मेरे को इसमें थोड़ा सा, बिकॉज इट्स काइंड ऑफ लाइक एन EDM सॉन्ग, राइट. तो मुझे इसमें वो इलेक्ट्रॉनिक फील लाने के लिए ज़्यादा कंप्रेशन चाहिए था, तो इसलिए मैंने वो करा नहीं. So I can pull the compression harder, और मैं उसके बाद उसके अंदर फिर भी डायनामिक छोड़ सकता हूँ, क्योंकि ये वाली कंप्रेशन ये नहीं उठाएगी पर ये उठाएगी. So अगली वाली कंप्रेशन दोनों को उठाएगी, एंड वी स्टिल हैव अ वेरी कंप्रेस्ड सिग्नल. तो वो मैटर नहीं करता. दैट्स व्हाई. करता इफ आई वर टू मिक्स द राइट वे, बट मैंने चूज किया नहीं करना. ओके, सो ऑफ कोर्स वी हैव अ DSR आफ्टर दैट.
तेरी बाहों में मुझे ही.
देखिए वो जो वो J बोलती है, so it picks up a little bit of that noise. Then we have limiter preset. So it just brings everything up now. Everything is limited. So if ये जो भी थी छोटे पार्ट्स थे उनको भी उसने लिमिट कर दिया है. तो जो लाउड पार्ट्स थे वो लाउड ऑब्वियसली कंप्रेस हो गए हैं. I feel like with the way I'm saying it, तो मुझे लग रहा है कि मेरे को कुछ नहीं पता. And it kind of is. I just mess around until I find what sounds good. So just do that. Okay, and then we have auto tune.
तेरी बाहों में मुझे ही.
And it's nothing major. It's very low. So it's at 28 milliseconds.
तेरी बाहों में मुझे ही.
Fine for her. Okay, after that we have a chorus.
तेरी बाहों में मुझे.
What's this song?
तेरी बाहों.
Yeah, so okay, this is one of the buses that I found. This is a preset from Ableton. So मैंने नोटिस किया है कि जब भी मैं इसे यूज़ करता हूँ, it does something to the vocal. I think it's the dynamic tube, जो ये ट्यूब सैचुरेशन है यहाँ पे, पर ये कुछ करता है हर एक्ट. कुछ करता है. That's what an effect does. But तुम try करना, try using a dynamic tube. I think it's because the drive on the dynamic tube is really high, like 6 decibels. So I think that's the reason. And then we come here with some big EQ changes.
तेरी बाहों में मुझे ही.
Right? And then we also have another. I only make subtle changes. Nah.
तेरी बाहों में मुझे ही. आज ये रात बितानी.
Alright, so that's the basic vocal chain, and then I have soothe on the like group bus, which has everything in here. So which is not a lot, because we have this is our lead, and then we have this, and then there's like throws, delay throws. So it's basically doing everything to the lead. So I'm using it as a de-esser to take away all the resonant frequencies. And then we have again another de-esser, but this time with the glue saturator. Oh, sorry, glue compressor. It's very good. And then see, another subtle EQ. Okay, another subtle EQ. So see, I'm doing a low shelf because I don't really need those. Like I don't really need the lower mids or the bass area. So then we have compressor, and then we have a limiter. This one is doing all the work, but see, now it's gonna sound way more compressed.
तेरी बाहों में मुझे ही. आज ये रात बितानी.
Right, and so the ups and downs, the vocal throws. So this is I really love these. It's the same. It's basically the same chain, but I added a delay, reverb, and autopan. So the delay was from my project. So everything, every reverb trail, every delay pro has the same amount, the same levels. Like the decay time is same, the feedback is same. I feel like we should keep that. We shouldn't have like 2 to more than 3 spaces in one song, because it feels weird if you have more than that. And after that, I have a high throw, which is just pitched up, just a pitched up delay. It adds something like you don't hear it, but you feel it. It's one of those things. तो इसके बाद हमारे पास है a breakdown, so it's pre-chorus, and this is how it sounds.
देख ना पाए सुना जहाँ है तेरे बिन बोले तो रात भी है दिन जो तेरा कहना वो मेरी आरज़ू तेरे बिन.
All right, so again, let's start with the synths. We have nothing except everything's the same, but now we also have the guitars. Nice. So these just fill in the gaps when she's not singing, and I really could have done anything. So as long as it sounded good, right? But I didn't think of the notes. I just played something, and then we come to the. I think there's nothing else. Yeah, except for these transitions.
देख ना
Nice. Nice. And everything else is the same. Yeah, except for these harmonies. So the harmonies were, I tried to bring more harmonies in this song because मैं भी learn कर रहा हूँ how to make harmonies, and I can't really sing. So I get everyone that I work with to learn harmonies and to learn how to harmonize with yourself or with someone else. So this is our first harmony. So let's listen to the lead.
सुना जहाँ है तेरे बिन बोले तो रात भी है दिन जो तेरा कहना वो मेरी आरज़ू तेरे बिन.
Now, just in that throw, did you hear something different? So when she says Arzu, I didn't notice it right now. I know I did this. मेरे को पता है मैंने किया है, but I forgot about it. But when I listened to it just now, it's Arzu, the word pitched down in the delay throw. So now if you hear it now, I feel like you can guess, you can understand.
वो मेरी आरज़ू.
Do you hear it now? This is the kind of shit that I want to do all the time. All right, so let's go to the harmonies. So we have two harmonies, but the third one is I kept it because it's the same. So you can see that this and this is the same thing, but I just have it on the panning. So this is the first harmony. This is the third. So very tense, very semitonal, I guess, like major first, minor first. It's just one semitone apart. So this is a little higher, but this is where it makes sense because when जब वो गाती है Arzu, this is where it gets weird, like good weird, okay? So this here she goes up. You hear it? She goes down here. So I needed this again. I needed this higher, so I kept. So I needed this, the second one, to have more presence. So what I did was I just put an auto pan again on it. and it just keeps fanning around, and you notice it sometimes, but you don't. And then the Tere Bin has 2 takes, I think. The same vocal pitched down, and I think this is me singing. Yeah, that's me. So just I can sing. And then we have a chorus. Hey, so let's go through the chorus synths. These are the main things. Yeah, so we have a bass, basic, and then we have this sine wave, nothing else, and we have an EQ after mixing because I didn't want it to clash with the vocal harmonies that we're going to check. Just a gut bass. Hold on. Just I needed some bass and noise. Yeah, those were the synths, and we have the drums. Groovy. We have a kick. All right, and oh, we have this free before the drop. We have this rim shot that comes on the off beats, and then we have this the main rim. I added spiff again, mixing, because it sounded very tinny to me for some reason, and it just took some up. And we have hi-hat, give it more of that organic feel. Then we have this loop, just like it says, it's the sauce, because without this it's not really a good drum beat. And then we have this. Right, so we have that, and then this thing again keeps going on in the thing. Right, it's just a great ambience, right? Then we have these harmonies, like this stack that took me ages to fucking perfect. So, like I told you guys, I really don't know how to do harmonies. मुझे नहीं पता harmony कैसे करता है. So, I have 3. You can see this. Bass. Right? Third. 7. Oh, the 5th. Yeah, the 5th. Not bad. So, this is the bass note. So, we have 2 different harmonies. So you can hear that there's 2 types of harmony. One is one is he's the one singing, and the one is that pitched down. And then we have another one, and the whole thing. Okay, and this is the whole thing. Then we have the same notes. an octave up. All right, so these are the main notes, but then we have the thirds. This is where it comes like to the I loved these. You can see that I put on pedal for this because it didn't sound good. Yeah, it gives it some weight. I tried to get multiple takes of one harmony, but I don't think I got through all the way. So that's why I used some where I pitched them left and right, and them left and right, and then I pitched some to use the audio. These are the fifth. Same note. Nothing, because she was off in some of these notes. I used some auto-tune, but I went ahead and fixed everything on Melodyne. So कुछ भी out of scale नहीं है. So ये हमारा stack है, harmony stack, which is very good, I think. All right, so let's listen to the drop.
जब से खुली है मेरी आंखें तेरे से मेरी दिन की शुरुआत रातें ढलती हैं रात मेरी तो चुरा ले आंखें खुली तो सवेरा देख ना पाए जब से.
All right, so that was our second verse. Everything is same. We have synth too. These, except we bring in bass. Then we have the cut bass. We don't have the sine waves. Yes. And with the vocals, nothing else either, because we have just one drone, and because the drone goes on whole song, there's no silences for the drone. Right, and then halfway through the song, through the verse, it changes into the previous beat. Within that beat, we change a few things because we don't want to keep it the same. So I keep pork sauce and hat. Right, so that's good. And then again with the break is identical. Did not change a thing. Inside I should. It's okay. Let's listen to the break and the drop, because the second I keep saying it drop because I'm an EDM, but let's listen to the pre-verse, pre-chorus, and then we'll listen to the chorus. And because there's some changes in the chorus, look at those, and then we'll also listen to the outro right now. So go.
बोले तो रात भी है दिन जो तेरा कहना वो मेरी आरज़ू तेरे बिन
and the song fades out. So, like I said, the pre-chorus is identical. Let's look at changed the chorus. So these are the two big changes. All right, so these are the changes, and you might think that it's a guitar, but it's her voice. But मैंने उसे process किया है like it's a guitar. So I put an amp simulation, and of course it's pitched up. It basically is a guitar right now. So उसके बाद मैंने the same synth bus that does something, and after that I have EQ, a very subtle EQ. All right, and then we have this reverse. It just eases everything in. Now I've showed you the reverse. Listen to it if you can, like try to focus on it if you can hear it. I know you heard it this time. No, you heard it. Again. Right? Got it? You got it? Yes, you got it. And of course, you got her singing. Right? All right. And then we have this fill at the end in the drum. Again, medium nerd, need this. Me survive. All right, so the song ends with her singing this and these bells. And also these bells are in the background. Hear them? I don't think you can. Yeah, when I pan them to a certain place, then you can hear it, like to a certain side. But in the back and everything together, you. And this here is the same track as she started the song. So we bring back a sense of home. That makes sense. I just did it because I was lazy, but then it turned out that it sounds good because it reminds you of where the song started. Okay? Listen to it. Right? It sounds good because it tells you like where the song started. So this was all of my production breakdown and some of the mixing breakdown, but I feel like I did a good job doing this because I've been hitting like 7 lofts peak. I mean, I'm not even pushing it that hard right now. So let's listen to it, and then I'll show you what we're at. All right, so this was this was my breakdown for the ribbon.